Hey everyone! I know we're all excited about the Season 3 characters, but let's take a break from the new roster to focus on something else we've all been waiting for: new costumes. Previous Street Fighter titles were famous for having a large number of DLC outfits released throughout the years, but so far Street Fighter 6 has taken a more minimalistic approach, with only 3 per character, and even then it took Capcom a while to release that third one. But maybe that won't be the case for long. And since there's always a chance one of the new additions ends up being a classic design, like for example Chun-Li's Alpha costume, which I hope return, let's do something similar to what I did with my Shiranui and look through Elena's past appearances for one of her classic looks that could make the cut in Street Fighter 6. Elena first showed up in Street Fighter 3 New Generation, a 2D title that, to no one's surprise, didn't feature alternates. However, in her ending she's seen wearing a Japanese school uniform similar to Sakura's, but with a red neckerchief, brown shoes, and long, loose socks. This uniform later appeared in both Street Fighter Cross Tekken and Ultra Street Fighter 4 as alternate costumes. It has a decent shot of coming back, but since Elena's story has moved beyond her school days, I'd guess we'd only see it again if SF6 gets a school-themed costume pack, just like SF5 did. In Third Strike, Elena's ending shows her relaxing in France, and here we get a 2-for-1. First, what she wears at a cafe: white sleeveless high-neck shirt, red pants, black shoes, and a small black bag. This same outfit even shows up in the background of Capcom vs SNK 2, which is a fun little nod. I really like this one, but I don't see it becoming official, it's a little too simple. Second, a photo from a festival in Japan. She's wearing a traditional blue kimono with white butterfly designs and a salmon pink obi tied to her waist. It's cute, but I'm not sure we'll see her wearing that in-game anytime soon. If even Mai Shiranui hasn't gotten a proper kimono yet, well, Costume 3 sorta counts, then Elena probably won't be the first. Maybe she'll show up in someone else's story wearing it though. In a promotional artwork for Street Fighter 3 Double Impact on the Dreamcast, we get the Third Strike girls dressed in bathing suits. This includes Elena, who's wearing a silver deep V-neck bikini with a top strap and a matching silver bottom. Somehow, I think this one looks a little too risque for an official Elena costume, but perhaps I just gave some modder out there a good idea. And speaking of artwork, in the official 2012 Capcom Girls calendar, Elena shows up in a white off-shoulder dress with a loose fit and her usual colorful necklace. I don't want to make a habit of digging through miscellaneous art for costume ideas, but this one's cute enough that I could actually see it making the cut. Plus, I think it's fitting to mention since Ingrid makes a cameo in the same piece. And hey, Cammy had a classic art outfit adapted into Street Fighter V, so we've definitely seen it happen before. No reason it couldn't happen again. In Street Fighter Cross Tekken, besides the school uniform we just covered, Elena also had a swap costume where she's dressed as Julia Chang. It makes thematic sense, both characters are nature-oriented, but I'm not a fan of the execution. Maybe it's the game's horrendous art style, but either way, it's not coming back without a deal with Bandai Namco. Best not to get attached. Then came Ultra Street Fighter 4. Hey, there's that school outfit again! We've been over that already, so let's move on to her tribal warrior look. White fabric, black feathers and bone accents, chunky belt, pattern leggings and tribal paint. It goes deep into her tribal roots, while SF6's Costume 3 keeps things more modern. It's not super likely, but it could happen. I'd love to see it. Next up, her vacation look. A bikini with a semi-transparent cover-up, plus tribal accessories like bracelets, shin guards, and a colorful collar. This one looked fantastic and was easily one of my favorites in Ultra Street Fighter 4. Summer-themed outfits are always a strong possibility in any game with alternates, so this one is very high on the list. Big yes for me. After that, the Wild outfit. I'll be honest, the Wild costume pack from SF4 might be one of the worst alternate sets in fighting game history. They're mostly ridiculous, with very few exceptions, and even those don't do much for me. For Elena, it was a gazelle-inspired outfit, hood with horns, striped top, white leggings, and hoof-like shoes. Not great, but at least it's minimal, so one of the most tolerable ones in that set. Barely. I didn't buy it then, and I wouldn't buy it now. I'd be surprised if it ever comes back. Still, she dodged the bullet. It could have been so much worse. Her last SF4 out was the horror-themed one where she looked like a mummy, or maybe a zombie-mummy hybrid. I'm pretty sure it was meant to be a mummy, just very lightly dressed. I don't love it, but it's fine for what it is. Like the summer theme, horror packs are very likely to return, SF5 had them too, so it's totally possible we'll see something similar. I wouldn't put this costume at the top of my list, but if there is a horror themed costume pack, I'd rather get this than roll the dice on something worse. Sexy mummy it is, if it comes to that. Elena wasn't playable in Street Fighter V, but she does make a cameo in an ending art by Kazuchi Hagiwara. Here she's dressed in a white bikini with a mesh-like top and matching bottoms. I do not see this one returning, as it is both quite simple and also very similar to her classic outfit. Around the same time, we also got her Shadaloo CRI profile that shows a very similar version of her classic costume. An interesting detail here is that Elena's hair is a little longer, a trend that would carry over into her updated SF6 design. In 2020, Topjoy, Tencent Games and Capcom released Street Fighter Duel, a JRPG-style mobile spin-off. Elena appears in 3 different versions, starting with her classic look. The second is Summer Elena, where she wears a yellow bikini top with a tie front detail and black denim shorts. This one looks great, and it's kinda reminiscent of Laura's alternate costume from SF5. I don't really get DLC vibes from it, but hey, if any modders out there are watching and looking for ideas, well, here you go. The third version is Trendy Elena, and this one's just bizarre. She's wearing a tied white blouse, short green plaid skirt, and an open black school blazer. Her hair is different too. To be blunt, this is not Elena. The outfit itself is fine, pretty cool actually, just not for her. As an Elena alternate, let's pretend it doesn't exist. But if Judy ever showed up wearing something like this, now that will be interesting. Then came SF6. Elena's back with a brand new default, her classic look as costume 2, and a third alternate. But during World Tour we also get 2 bonus glimpses at potential new looks. One, a swimsuit she wears on her graduation trip in Africa, brown top and bottom with gold salmon patterns. Like I said earlier, summer designs are always a strong possibility, but this particular one probably isn't high on the list. And 2, a safari outfit she wore while studying to be a veterinarian, a short sleeve shirt, khaki shorts, brown shoes, safari hat, ponytail and a stethoscope. This one feels very likely, or at least something inspired by it. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. And that's pretty much it when it comes to costume inspirations. Like I said in the Mai Shiranui video, we could go further. If we dive deep into other media, especially comic books, there are plenty of other outfits to be found, but we'll be here all day. I gotta draw the line somewhere, and this feels like a good place. That said, if you know any other cool Elena looks, drop them in the comments below. Last time, for example, a bunch of people pointed out Mai Shiranui's costume from the Fatal Fury anime, and it was a great call. Now, before I go, just a quick reminder that my tabletop card game, Arcade Champion, is available through the Game Crafter. It simulates the classic arcade fighters, with inputs and all, using cards. If that sounds like a thing, check out the pinned comment below for more info, or feel free to ask me anything about it. I'll end this video with 2 short clips of some friends from the game launch. First a bit of gameplay, and then their reaction, just to give you a quick idea of how it goes. For the full episode, check the description or the pinned comment I mentioned earlier. For now though, this has been a Dokimi Player, and I'll see you guys later.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 cards. Gonna pull a card, and now I have 7. Right?
Yep.
And I'm going to hit you with a slide kick.
Slide kick.
Slide kick right here. That's a 2-point hit. It's a special.
It's a special. Okay. Do I have anything to counter that? I do not. So slide kick lands. Boom.
Slide
so
kick
I
lands.
I lose 2 points.
You
so
lose 2 points.
Bam. And then flip to 9. But I also get
get
half a super because
you got hit. I get
up.
half a super. This turns over. And I get another half because I hit.
Right. Cool.
Bomb.
Alrighty. Cool. 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 I like this. So I got how many cards? I got 7 cards. I'm able to pick one because it's 8.
Yes.
Boom. Here we go.
Can't sacrifice because.
Can't sacrifice, so I have to play something.
Yep.
So here we go. Let's
He over there reading. I'm trying to do shit.
Yeah, I gotta. I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure.
Once again, shout out Give another.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Cam, man. For real talk. I've never played a card game that was fighting orientated
Me
that
neither.
I really enjoyed at all. I've never played a fighting game that was fighting orientated, but playing a card game like this, I was invested. Like, oh, I'm getting my super. It's happening, goddammit. I'm gonna get my damn super. When I get it,
Yo. It's like you're back against the wall. Like, oh, if I could just survive till this level 3 build up, and I can launch this motherfucker, I'm gonna win.